What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And this happened not too long ago, but the EPA scraps Biden's coal restrictions. And advocates say the move will restore American dominance. The big part about this is, the environmental nut huggers, these YouTubers that like to swing from the nuts of the California Air Resource Board and everybody else. Oh, well, it doesn't change anything with NOX. NOX isn't changing, so nothing is going to change here. It just changed. I told you so. I told you so. Roll it. Quick question. Do you know every website that has your personal information on it? Yeah, neither did I. Turns out there are entire companies called data brokers whose whole job is collecting and selling details about you. Your name, your phone number, old addresses, even family connections. They pull this from public records, social media, all sorts of random websites to build detailed profiles on people. I got tired of it. So I went and I tried Delete Me. They had reached out and they said, hey, we want to show you our product. And anytime somebody wants to show me something, I'll take a look at it. So here's how they work. They go out and they find all of these sketchy broker sites. And believe me, I'm going to show you in a minute, there's tons, where your info is listed. They then contact those sites and get your personal information removed. But it doesn't stop there. New information can pop up all the time. So Delete Me keeps monitoring for you and keeps those listings off so nobody has your personal information. It's like having a personal team fighting to keep your information private without you having to do all the legwork. So let me show you. This is my latest Delete Me report. You can literally watch the list of sites that had my info, right? And it just shrinks to where it says clear, 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 clear. Some of these sites I didn't even know existed. In full transparency, today's video is sponsored by Delete Me, but I use it myself. You guys know this. Anytime I talk about a sponsor on this channel, it's literally companies or products I physically use. But it doesn't stop there. I'm sticking with this. I'm not getting rid of Delete Me anytime soon because of the value and what they've been able to do for me. So I'm sticking with it. It's made a real difference in how much my personal info is floating around online. And if that sounds like something that you want, go to joindeleteme.com/TK Garage for 20% off your plan. Now let's get back to the video. Major shout out to our sponsors, Delete Me, man. I don't, what do I say here, man? Every time these dumbasses open their mouth, what do I say? Sometimes it's a week, sometimes it's a couple of days, sometimes it's a month, maybe two, but they consistently get proven wrong. EPA scraps Biden's coal restrictions, right? So, Zeldin said removing these restrictions allow the already robust MATS standards to remain in effect, ensuring both public health and health of America's coal industry amidst for push for U.S. energy dominance. The Biden-Harris administration's anti-coal regulations sought to regulate out of existence this vital sector of our energy economy. If implemented, these actions would have destroyed reliable American energy. Zeldin said that, adding that protecting the environment and supporting industry and baseload power is not a binary choice. In response, Power the Future founder Daniel Turner told Fox News the move is a significant step forward toward revitalizing the American coal industry and, in turn, fueling economies in economically depressed industrial communities throughout the Appalachia and beyond. Because where they were getting coal from, Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia, like their entire economy is I don't want to say the entire economy, but a big portion of that economy relies on coal. I mean, now that this has been pushed out, and he said, quote, since the war on coal, we have weakened our grid, which you want everybody to go electric, but you don't have enough power to power the electric cars. Driven electricity prices through the roof, that is true. Outsourced major industries to Mexico and China, but most of all, driven tens of thousands of Americans into ruin financially because of a globalist agenda. Turner said Friday, adding that costs of a crippled coal industry went far beyond shuttered infrastructure. The cruel Obama-led war on coal ruined numerous towns across rural America, drove families into poverty, caused alcoholism, opioid addiction, domestic violence, and suicide to skyrocket. Power of the Future started because of the coal miners, the acceptable casualties in the global climate change agenda, added Turner, whose group is based in coal-heavy Virginia. Well, this is huge. This is absolutely huge. And why this matters, let me explain why this equates back to NOX and diesel and other stuff too, right? Is because, remember I told you, I've said this multiple times, right? That this was going to be a step-by-step systematic dismantling of the bullshit. And it's exactly what it is. So what happens now? It's just another step, guys. I say this all the time about being patient. Some things can happen like this and they can do it really quick and it just flips. And some things they go step by step, especially the ones that are really sticking points. Like diesel, for whatever reason, I don't know why the environmentalists are so hard up the ass of diesel. Maybe it's because they were driving in their Prius one day and somebody rolled coal on them, maybe. Maybe they were standing on the road in the rain one day and just a regular truck, might not even have been diesel, just drove by and splashed water on them. I don't know. But it's illogical the way they push at diesels, because diesel equipment today, or diesel vehicles today, even deleted, put out, like it would take 60 of that same vehicle from the 80s to put out what a vehicle from the 80s put out in emissions. Deleted. So I don't understand why they're so retarded. Sorry. But they are. Like they just go batshit crazy over diesel and coal. And that's why this matters. Because this stuff, some of the stuff that is directly tied to coal is also tied to diesel and NOx. And if they're going to roll back all of this stuff on coal, remember the president said, yeah, I'm eliminating diesel exhaust fluid. That would mean pre-2012. And right now we're at 2012 after the endangerment finding has been pulled back, right? This is another step, guys. I keep saying it. And here's the thing. We're going to see it like every week. Zeldin will do something else. It'll be another thing. It'll be something else emissions. Maybe it's a tire factory and it's something else that's tied to other regulations that's going to be tied to diesel trucks. You're going to see it. Bump, 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 bump. And and this is the thing. You have to understand the genius of it, right? This isn't just a president. This is Lee Zeldin's genius here. He's literally systematically going, all right, get rid of this, because if he comes in and immediately goes, yeah, we're just going to let diesels do this. The libs and the environmental nut swingers, all right, the ones that just have their mouth like a pit bull on the ball sack of the California Air Resource Board and go, you're just going to have some more balls. Those guys, they're going to go, oh, what about this, and this? So Lee Zeldin's going, let's get rid of that. 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 And then we can go, and then we can do this. And then they have nothing to talk about. They have nothing to complain about. There's nothing they can do. So I leave the question to you. Do you feel like this is important? I do. I mean, and even for you guys that are pro EV, I have no problem with EVs. You guys follow me on social media. I've been driving the Model X across the country, so miss me with that. If you're pro EV, don't you want your electric prices to come down? Huh? Wouldn't you rather pay less kilowatt hour to charge that damn Tesla or that BMW or that Mercedes or that Porsche or one of those other food stamp EVs at the charger? Common sense, right? Anyways, like I said, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.
For the longest time. Whoa. For the longest.
Yo, Percocet, Miley Percocet, Percocet, Miley Percocet, Represent, got a represent.